of red as well on the screen. So let's take it through the stocks because there isn't much to highlight on the index, pretty much at yesterday's closing levels. A shade below 18,000, that pains a bit, but otherwise the market's actually flat. What's doing well? Coal India, of course, their sales have been doing well. They mine more output, and that's about a 0.7% gain. Metals are doing well. Hindalco, Tata Steel, all of them, and that was on expected lines. Metal prices higher, as well as, for all you know, the dollar may come to their aid. We've got, that's the top three, Hindalco, Coal India and Tata Steel. Reliance up at about 0.5%. ITC, SBI Life, UPL, Adani Enterprises, Eicher Motors, ONGC, those are the stocks that are in the green. ONGC in particular on expected lines. Well, let's see how if the Bajaj twins are doing any better. Actually, Bajaj Finserv is still in the red, about 0.5% lower. And Bajaj Finance will come up for you. That one is actually a little bit wobbly. Bajaj Finance flat at this point in time. Among other stocks in the red, all the IT stocks, TCS, Infosys in particular in the red. We also have ICICI Bank. I mean, it's facing weakness for the past few days, and that's continuing today. Another 0.5% knocked off. Then BPCL, oil marketing companies also not doing too well. Actually, the Bajaj Group, Bajaj Auto as well, a little bit in the red. So that's, nothing is more than 1% in the red or more than 1% in the green, so largely flat. Well, that's right, Lata. IDBI Bank, that one, is higher in trade. They've written to the exchanges to classify the government holding as public after divestment. So some progress and some hope that the divestment is going to take place. Stock is up close to around 3%. RBNL, they bagged an order worth around 160 crores from Surat Metro Rail project. So that's opened up with a gain of around 2.5%. We had some quarterly updates that came in from real estate names. Shobha as well as Lodha, that's Macrotech developers. Both of them, well, it looked pretty good. Both of them had opened up in the green. Let's see whether or not they're sustaining those gains. So Macrotech was up close to around 0.5% to around 1%. And Shobha was up 1.5%. So that's holding on to those gains as well. Force Motors, they came up with their update and they say that the total production's up by close to 12% on a month-on-month basis. Domestic sales are up by close to 15%. So that one's up by close to around 1% or thereabouts. Mukund, they've completed the transfer of land. Remember, this was already announced earlier. They sold the Thane land. Out of the total 800 crores, they've already received around 160 crores on. Now they've received the remaining 640 crores. Why is that important? Because the interest cost will come down. Remember, there's a new promoter already taken over. They have close to 74% stake in the company. That's the Bajaj family has taken over. All in all, well, for the index, it's as flat as can be. My sense is that you get a bit of a dip in today's trading session, and maybe risk-reward could favor you closer around that 17,900 odd mark like we saw yesterday. Prashant.
All right, so I mean, absolutely flat, right? I mean, 10 points, 17,985 is where we are at. So things will pick up, I mean, hopefully, but 3 minutes in, not very much. Bandhan Bank is starting with about a 2.33% gain. It's been a huge laggard. Hopes emerge every few months and they get promptly dashed. Let's see, but 2% higher with volumes. ABB is something which